Amen. Our cherished regional campus coordinator, Pastor Cyril Akwa, our associate coordinator, Pastor Michael Mate, assistant associate coordinators, reps of the SCC and the SCC chairman, Mr. Bless, our supportive alumni present, my mentors, especially my senior mentor, Mr. Gabriel Javad and wife present, members of Northern Eagles present, invited guests, hard-working, outgoing servants, newly appointed servants, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen, good day. Permit me to stand on the existing protocols to deliver my speech as the outgoing general coordinator of DLCF Legon. First, I want to thank God for the far He has brought us. I want to also thank my colleagues, servants, for their continuous support throughout our tenure in office. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to crave your indulgence to expatiate to you, in summary, what God did through us during our time in office. At an 80 days fasting and prayers, as an assistant prayer coordinator, Lord called me to serve as general coordinator of Deeper Life Campus Fellowship Legon when I was still in level 200. It was like a dream, but the Lord gave me 3 visions when I went to Him in prayer. And the first tenure started 21st July 2024 at 7:45 a.m. to August 10th, 2025. Second tenure started on August also 25 at 9:43 a.m. These are the 3 visions the Lord gave me when He called me as general coordinator. First, Lord told me to improve the attendance of Deeper Life Campus Fellowship Legon. And He told me categorically clear that before I stage out of Legon, I should be able to bring at least one member or one person who is not a Deeper Life member to be on the campus. And I can tell you, I have 4 of such who are not members of the campus fellowships or members of Deeper Life at home, and they are in leadership as I speak. I have 15 of such members, and I have 30 people who I intentionally groomed from the north to join DLCF Legon, apart from the general DLCF members that we know. And I lead 47 of them in Legon. We grew from attendance between 50 to 70. I personally, intentionally went back to check our attendance when I took over in office, took the reports again, and realized that we're staggering around 50 to 70 in attendance. But today, we are 100 to 120 plus in attendance and 180 membership. The second vision the Lord gave me was that He called me to strengthen prayer. And so that is why you see a lot of prayer chains happening in the prayer band and even in the church. I've carried DLCF and several other prayer outreaches. Servants going out to Anakazo to tarry, brothers going out to Anakazo. The third vision the Lord gave me was that He wanted me to train leaders, empower members, and also link people with rightful opportunities as He has done to me. And that I tried my best to organize programs that would bring out people in industry, alumni, to come and expose our people to what they need to know as far as the outside world is concerned, and to intentionally go with members of this fellowship to my mentors' houses, to expose them to them, and then to help them information and guidance. And I want, before I give the summary of all the things that the Lord did through us, I want to thank God especially for one thing. Apart from the 30 members that single-handedly or partially, I would say that I brought them to join Deeper Life Campus Fellowship from Northern Ghana, I want to especially thank God for the incoming general coordinator. And with His permission, I want to tell you how I met him. He was in the church before me, actually. He was my first friend in Deeper Life when I joined the church around 2013, 2014. We baptized the same day on 13th September 2015. And then he joined the choir before I joined the prayer band. Then he invited me to come and preach at his campus, that was the JHS. To cut a long story short, afterwards he couldn't pass one or two of his, I think it was mathematics. And I went back to encourage him that he need to go back. He told me that he don't want to see math paper again. I told him that you're going to write this maths, you're going to come to Legon. Before that, there's one part I know he is not too comfortable, let me say it. So after that, when I started pushing and pushing, it got to a time, I feel like he wanted to give up. So he wanted to marry. And everything was settled. The bride was gotten. The lady was gotten. In fact, the district pastor called me and I said, this marriage should not come on. So it was a very serious time. People were not happy. I stopped it. I remember the mother crowd was not happy. I stopped the marriage. I said he has to come to Legon. So he finally came to Legon. After coming to Legon, he wanted to run back home. I remember he told me he was going to leave the school. At this auditorium, I called people. We talked to him. He stayed. Today, I'm of the greatest joy to see him in level 200 succeeding for me when I also took over from level 200. And to see the people that I've intentionally groomed from Northern Ghana and also in the church here, taking up the prayer ministry, taking up in follow-up, taking up in freshers ministry, and in different strategic parts of the campus ministry in Legon. I'm very grateful. Now, key achievements. We were able to get access tax for the church. Develop a system of tracking our attendance. Got scholarship opportunities and scholarship for at least 50 or 100 plus membership in UG campus. We're able to get the DLCF Legon t-shirts when we came. There was nothing like DLCF Legon t-shirt. We didn't see after a long time. We're not seeing DLCF Legon t-shirt. So we're able to get them printed again and reflectors for welcoming freshers. Got a library stand which is just at the back of us. Able to also get banners for the church and also stickers to expose people to our campus fellowship on Legon campus. We're also able to acquire musical instruments. We renewed our registration after years of not being registered with the Dean of Students. We planted a church in Shanghai, in Pom, that is under Tama region. We have also Sisters Week. About this time with alumni and industry. Brought the NO, the National Overseer of Deeper Christian Life Ministry, to Legon to minister at the SCC. Our brothers' prayer meetings. Our studentpreneurship, leaders and workers training, discipleship class. Then we also have leaders going to train or hire out before the semester begins. Also the movement into our new auditorium and the purchase of our own DLCF Legon chairs. We've had a lot of miracles which time will not permit me. I can mention of miracles of ulcers being killed, kidney failures being healed, salvation of members, and I can point to a lot of people who got baptized in the Holy Ghost during the tenure in office. Now, key visions we could not achieve. Now I expect my brother and his incoming administration to achieve them and do much better. I had wanted to achieve a 200 attendance for Legon Church, but we are still struggling around 180. And I want you to take the church to at least 200 attendance and 250 in membership. A better technical team, you can see, a better technical machine, better technical machines, you can see what is happening. A better and consistent live streaming of our services. We want to get at least 100 plus freshers for this year. Alumni scholarship scheme for freshers. A strong protocol theme. A more standard orchestra, a better transport system, a more better attendance tracking, a complete church auditorium with musical instruments and technical instruments, and gospel publication instruments. We want to get signboards for the church so that people can easily locate where our church is. Now, a few recommendations I want to recommend to DLCF Legon as I stand out, or as I stage out of office. Number one, let's get in touch with all the lecturers who are Deeper Life members on this campus. When they come to admission, it's always Mama Peace alone. But we have other lecturers who are Deeper Life members. Let's use them to help in getting admission for our freshers. And that is what is happening in many campuses. Let's organize talent shows so that we see what our people can demonstrate and do, so that they are able to exhibit their talent like we see in GCK as variety shows. So that we're able to discover their talents, train them and equip them for global impact. Invest more in follow-up and evangelism, which is a key part of our campus ministry here on campus. I encourage the church to pray more, have a strategy for members after graduation. Most of the times, we leave people to themselves. After they are done. And so they are done with us. We do no longer invest in them. We do no longer have time for them. Let's invest more in them. Let's also participate fully in SEC programs. Invest more in our members and more intentional about the leaders' well-being. Apart from wanting to see them in church, see them in leaders' meeting, and see them do their daily duties. I want to say something. Maybe you may get confused. At one meeting, one leader asked me, a very key leader of the church, a very financial supporter of the church in Ghana, asked me a question. He asked me that, you have launched 2 books. Tell me, what has DLCF done for your books launch? As far as you have served them for 2 years. So I was just smiling at him. Then when I went to Tamale, the Tamale Leadership Campus Ministry, they came to donate at the program. They wanted to understand, to get the precedence to do, and to understand what has DLCF Legon done, so that we'll look at that and be able to do. I was dodging around the corners for them. Now also display leaders if the need arise. Focus on quality and not just quantity. Not to talk people into leadership, but to expose them to the realities and allow them to decide whether they want to go into leadership or not. Know our members beyond the campus corridors or beyond the church auditorium. In conclusion, I want to thank God, my colleagues, servants, our pastors and professionals, and everyone who has supported us during our tenure in office. Incoming servants, please take DLCF Legon to the next level. Make sure that DLCF is made known on Legon campus and beyond. I also want to encourage the incoming servants, please support your general coordinator, the sisters welfare coordinators. Be humble and above all, being faithful. I'm handing over a position today, but I'm not handing over my calling as a leader in the church and beyond deeper life corridors. I will not interfere in your leadership. If you need me, call me. If you need me, text me. Thank you. Long live Deeper Life Campus Fellowship Legon. Long live Deeper Life Campus Fellowship in the Central Region. Long live Deeper Life Campus Fellowship in Ghana. Thank you. Before I go out, we have some presentations to give to the church. And so I would want to mention, so that we bring, in collaboration with the music department, we have been able to prepare a clarinet for the church, prepare 2 soprano saxophones, 2 tenor saxophones, new 2 violins, and new clarinet. Though we presented 2 last year, I want to present this to the pastor of the church. And also in support of that, we want to give about 1,900 Ghana cedis or above